So Therum's Dark Vault. Let's talk about some of the attributes. If you want, there's an option to put Velcro on the outside, especially for those running American flags, IR flags. This is hinged. So what happens here, this lever on the side, you can kind of tighten that up to make it to where it's a lot more rigid. And of course, you can put this thing right where you need it. On the back, should you be wearing body armor, especially something with MOLLE, this will weave right through and then lock back into itself. So what a lot of people are doing is mounting this to the upper portion of the chest. When they fold it down, they have their communication and or nav gear, cell phones, whatever it is. Now, when we look at it from the inside, it's also gasket sealed. So that's gonna help keep out dust, dirt, or any of the environment that would normally go into a box like this, messing up your electronics as well. So just a couple of the outside features to where this thing comes in here, locks really nice, throw lever, and of course, nice, small, complete package right here that you can see. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about the versions that you can get that are basically blocking and then non-blocking versions. And we'll kind of break down what exactly is that. Okay, so let's talk about some of the end users and whether it's gonna fit your lifestyle or not. So a lot of this was designed for active duty, government agencies, federal agencies, law enforcement, and that work in and around places that there are bad guys that have the technology to intercept navigational information, communications. So with that, they don't want to leave their stuff powered on for too long because then they're going to end up getting that data. So with that in mind, the goal then would be, well, power your stuff down. And that becomes its own Pandora's box because you're going to power it back up and that takes time. So what this allows for is individuals to throw in communication devices, navigational equipment, whatever it is, cell phones, and quickly pull it out, send whatever information they need to, and go right back to keeping it as secure because of the active counter surveillance that is out there. Hard to believe, but it's out there. Nevertheless, what this thing will block is it blocks 300 megahertz to 1500 megahertz by at least 90 decibels. Is this going to block everything? No, dependent upon how close guys are to multiple cell towers, how close to a signal they are, that could actually penetrate through this case. So what it is it's in my opinion, it's not quite a Faraday case, but it's getting up there. Now, I don't know why you wouldn't just go with a Faraday case, but if law enforcement, military, and government agencies are trying to ride that fine line, maybe they still need to be found if something bad happens by their own. And if we have a Faraday case, maybe that completely would block out any signal from getting there, so maybe we won't be able to find our own guys. So there's probably a good reason why it's not 1000% secure, that happy medium between, hey, let's not broadcast our signal to everybody. But again, this is just another option. For civilians, you know, I'm not really sure, you know, I'm not one of those people where I gotta sit there and throw my stuff in a Faraday case. I mean, who the hell's tracking me at that point? The government knows right where I am. They can come to my house at any time they want. Probably should call first, but nevertheless. So I think that if nothing else from the civilian side of the house, one thing that I do like is that it is a really good case that when we start to look at things like keeping our equipment safe, secure, away from dust, anything that you think is vital, to me, this is basically like a little Pelican kit, except it's purpose built and it has those other attributes should we need it. So just something to think about in regards to Therum's Dark Vault. And just that alone makes it sound pretty scary because it's dark in a vault. Okay.